understand, Kevin, this has taken us back to the early 2000s here. Kevin Federline, Britney Spears making headlines. What's the situation?
Yeah, so we just in the last 24 hours have seen a lot of hints from Kevin Federline, Britney's ex-husband, in his new memoir that comes out next Tuesday called You Thought You Knew. Now, so far, we've seen some tidbits about some cheating, the fact that he revealed that he found her with another woman on a wild night in Amsterdam, that being one which almost led to him leaving her. And then another moment he talked about, too, was the fact that he stumbled upon Britney Spears on the phone with Justin Timberlake the night before their wedding, the night before they said I do to each other. And he revealed that she begged him to understand that she was basically just giving Justin a final send-off. And then, of course, we had Kevin on TMZ Live yesterday to ask him about the conservatorship, how he feels about it. And he said that in this book, he goes into that and more. And you have to read it just to see how he feels about the conservatorship. But he did say that everybody, including his kids and family, the friends, they're all very alarmed.
Oh.
My question is, if Britney is claiming that some of these things that he's writing about aren't true, could he be concerned about a lawsuit from Britney or from the conservatorship?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's definitely a possibility. We're unsure about the details behind whether or not he's allowed to speak about some of these things. Did he sign an NDA at the end of the relationship? I'm thinking of Sam Asghari. When Britney and Sam had broken up, there were some conversations about that as well, and I believe he did sign an NDA to not talk about the details of their relationship after the divorce happened. So it sounds like if Kevin is able to write a whole memoir book about this, it could open up to a potential lawsuit, but you know, you never know.
Yeah, we'll have to see on that one. Let me ask you, Branson, about the timing on this. Why has it taken Federline so long to come out with this memoir, and any insight into why now?
Well, let me tell you this, and you guys can come up with your own opinion about this. So we know that the kids had been receiving child support all the way up till they were 18, and just recently Jaden turned 18, and that child support was completely cut off, and it was all agreed upon and everything. But people are now saying that this is very interesting timing, that Kevin decided to wait this long to reveal all of this right when that child support money stopped flowing in. And they were, you know, raking in a pretty penny from that child support living out in Hawaii. So it's safe to say that that's a possibility too. I'm not going to say that's a confirmed thing, but it's a possibility.
That just seems icky, doesn't it? Because at the end of the day, it's like they've got kids. That's the father of her kids. She's the mother of his kids.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. How do you feel?
I gotta noodle that one. I gotta process that one. But I do think Branson brings up an interesting point. As soon as it runs out, the memoir is published.
And you know this is going to do really well.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this was top of headlines for so many years. Branson, what, you know, Britney Spears, in terms of mental health, I know that she has made headlines in recent months and years. There's been some kind of erratic, I guess for lack of a better word, erratic behavior kind of depicted on social media, where it's like kind of head scratching, like, are you okay? What is the status of Britney Spears since the end of the conservatorship, and in terms of her own well-being and mental health?
That's the thing, and we know that a lot of people are concerned. I mean, Kevin Federline himself said that family, friends are alarmed, and we've known about that for some time, family and friends being alarmed about Britney and her behavior. I mean, just thinking back to the moment, if you guys didn't see, there was a moment at the Chateau Marmont not long ago where she got into a fight with the man that she was dating at the time, actually the landscaper from her home, the maintenance guy. They ended up in a relationship of sorts, and they were hanging out. We know that the family was completely against that, and then it all came to a head when at the Chateau Marmont they got in this big blowout fight. Paparazzi caught a lot of it outside, it was really, really, really bad. And as of right now, the status is kind of unclear. I think it's the same, essentially. That's kind of what we've seen, is the sense that her family and friends are still very alarmed. I mean, just recently, she still is posting on Instagram. She is still dancing in interesting forms, which is not a bad thing. But hey, don't you guys remember when we saw her with all of the knives dancing and everything? So people are still alarmed.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that the conservatorship had ended. I forgot about that part. So they're not going to be suing anybody. So speaking of Britney Spears speaking out about this book and about Kevin Federline, from what I understand, she's made a post on social media kind of poo-pooing this whole thing. Yeah,
so Britney Spears is completely firing at Kevin for writing this book, and we saw her team as well release a statement saying essentially the same thing. Britney kind of elevated that a bit in her own way, but it's along the lines of the same statement, in a sense saying that Kevin is just after a cash grab. He's after headlines. So when I see her post this, what I think is she's essentially saying that Kevin is making a lot of this stuff up. And a lot of people online, of course, a lot of Britney Spears fans, they believe that Kevin is making a lot of this stuff up and sensationalizing a lot of the headlines. I mean, going back all the way to 2004 to bring up a call with Justin Timberlake, it's like, really, you know, to her, it seems unnecessary.
Okay.